Welcome, this is the revision video for fitness testing and specifically fitness testing for speed and agility. The first test we're going to look at is the 35-meter sprint test. I want you to write down as much information as you possibly can about this test, including the equipment you need to carry it out and the method to actually perform it. Make sure you pause the video because I'm going to go straight through to the information on the test. So here's a lot of the information that you actually need. The equipment that's needed to do the test is as simple as access to an indoor space, like a sports hall, and a stopwatch. Those are the only two real pieces of equipment you need. And the method is, you need 3 people to actually time the test, and you need a stopwatch that's accurate to 1/10 of a second. So you line up on the start line in a stand-in start position, so you don't go into a crouch position. It's a stand-in start. And as soon as this person starts sprinting, you should start the timer or the stopwatch. The person basically runs as fast as they can, crossing the line at 35 meters, and the timer is then stopped at the time that they pass. And essentially that should say sprinting, not sporting. Record the time that you sprint to the closest 1/10 of a second, and that's it really. Quite a simple test. And here's the results, or how to analyse the results from your test. So we've got, just like all the other tests, we've got excellent, good, average, fair and poor, depending on if you're a male or a female. I'm sure you know how to use this by now, so I'm not going to go through how to actually interpret your results using it. And that's all the information you need to know about the 35-meter sprint test. If you didn't know any of that, then it's worth going over again and sort of watching the video again, learning that, making sure you know all of the information. Whereas we're going to move on to the Illinois Agility Run. Now primarily this tests agility, but as far as the BTEC course goes, you can also use it to test speed. But I would suggest that a better method of testing speed is the 35-meter sprint test that we've just done. Just like with the sprint test, I want you to write down as much information as you can, including the sort of equipment that you need and the method for actually testing or performing the test. So the equipment that you need is just like the 35-meter sprint test, but this time you need cones as well. So you need access to an indoor sports hall, cones and a stopwatch. And the method for actually performing the test. So you start in the test lying down, face down on the start line. I will show you a picture of the actual course in a second, but essentially the start line is normally in the bottom left hand corner if you're looking at it from above. Your elbows should be flexed and your hands placed to the side of your chest. So essentially your hands should be right next to your body, ready to pick yourself up. Your head should be in line with the starting line. On the call go, the stopwatch is started, you spring up as fast as you possibly can and you run in the direction that you should around the course. The important thing is that you should not knock any of the cones over while you're doing that. There's a picture on the next slide to show you what the course actually is. Sprinting through the finish line, the timer then stops it as soon as your chest passes the finish line, so it's not like a head down dip finish, that doesn't matter, it's when your chest actually passes the line. If you do not pass over the line or any of the cones knocked over, then the time is void and you should not count that time. So here's the picture, and the lines are a little tiny bit misleading because you should run on the outside of the cones here. Come down, then we go round this way, around there, through to the top, back through the cones, making sure we don't touch any of them. Then we come to the top, round this cone, and then down to finish. It's important to remember that it's 5 meters by 10 meters wide, and that's it really. That's quite a nice, easy, simple course. And then once again we get a nice, easy table to interpret our results. You've got the male and female columns. You've got the titles for how well the performer has performed, and you just need to match the time run to the different areas along there, and then it'll tell you what score you've got. Right, quite a short video, but really important that you remember those two tests, all the equipment involved, and how to actually carry them out. It's so important also that you link them to the right components of fitness, so you're linking them to speed and agility as well. So what should you do next? We should be looking at learning all of the information that's on this video, applying the fitness test information to this video. So there's another video with all the fitness test information, generic information on. You should be looking to apply it to this video, and then move on to the other videos as well, making sure that you know all of the information in them. Good luck.